So Jamal Niaz here with the Crollas, William Crolla. It's the first ever boxing match at the Co-op Arena now. Anthony was one of the guys that made the MEN Arena famous. Do you now want to take over the Co-op Arena so you're not stealing the MEN Arena from Anne?
Nah, yeah, of course. Looks like it's going to be a new arena for boxing in Manchester, and the way I want my career to go, of course, I want my own nights there. But just as one thing now, the first Manchester fighter to fight at both arenas. They can't change that in the history books. They cannot change that.
He's got over you.
We don't know the running order yet, do we? We don't know the running order.
But the thing is, though,
Chance.
if he makes the Co-op Arena his own, it's very synonymous with Manchester City, which you're both not going to be happy about, are you?
Listen, both Reds, William, even in the 5k run, what we done last Friday, William was in his United top, so no.
United top on last week, but there's no denying that it's a top arena. I don't know if you've been in. I went for it's amazing.
Both been and attended the show, yeah.
At a concert,
I went to watch Liam Gallagher actually, but it was great. It was great. The arena's mint. I can't wait to box there.
It's some arena.
Since I last saw you, you signed your first contract with Matchroom Boxing, which, Anthony, you know that's absolutely huge. That is a massive. It's a kind of weight off your shoulders. You know that Eddie is believing in you. You've impressed him enough to earn that contract. You know, how does that feel now?
Nah, it's a great feeling. I think it's one I definitely did earn. You know, like you say, I'm on the back of 4 stoppages in a row, and it's a great record even without having a second name. And there's a bonus I've got it. But now the pressure's on me. I want to carry it on. I don't want it to end there. And next week I'll be looking to carry that knockout streak on.
Is that kind of, I know I mentioned off camera about the 4 knockouts, and I believe it was 13 you had in your career. Is that kind of energy between you both, that competitive brotherly energy, is that always in the gym?
Listen, it's friendly competition, and I'm not going to lie, William's certainly the bigger puncher out of us both. But yeah, no, listen, William's very heavy-handed, but he knows himself. You know, these fights, he just wants to be active, he wants to be learning. This next opponent comes with a winning record. So I think these kind of fights benefit the prospect, benefit the fighter, the TV. I think they benefit everyone. It's an opponent who's going to come to win.
And do you want to be known as a knockout artist? Is that something that you 100% want to be known as?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I know what I win on points, it don't grab anyone's attention. What knocking someone out does, and more time when I'm in there, 100% looking for the finish. And if it's close, I'll be getting it.
For anyone that has had a sibling or a relative fight, I think it's easy for the casual fans to presume that Will's just going to be a carbon copy of you, but it's definitely not the case. Tell us the difference between you both in the ring.
We're very different. William switch hits a lot. He's probably southpaw a little bit more than he is orthodox, but they're both Williams. I'd look to grind fighters down. I'd look to box a bit more. William can box. He can box on the back foot for sure, but he's certainly the more heavy-handed, fights with bad intentions. There's probably a bit better defensively, and it goes on.
Do you feel that this fighter-coach relationship that you now have has actually brought you closer together as relatives as well? Because it's unlocking a completely different element to your brotherhood. You know, you were there walking Anthony out, holding his world titles, and now hopefully he's going to be doing the same for you down the line as well.
Yeah, I don't know if your coach can carry your title, but definitely be involved. But no, yeah, a little bit. You're with each other all the time, aren't you? But it's a very different relationship in the gym to what it is out.
Yeah, it's just, you mentioned it then, it's like, listen, we're very close anyway, but obviously we just spend a bit more time together, so I suppose in that way, yeah, but it's very much a working relationship, and we don't let that get in the way of what gets said in the gym, and there might be a little disagreement or whatever, a bit of crosswords. That doesn't affect, once the gym door closes, that's it, we get in the car and we're back to being brothers.
Is it easy to switch that fighting brain off between you both, like when you're at family meals and you're not talking about boxing at all?
Listen, we both love boxing, we both love talking about big fights, but there's other things as well. We go the match together, we sat together, we're not talking about boxing. At the odd time, the odd conversation might, but that's why I think it's important to not overload it and talking boxing all the time. It's good to talk about other stuff.
And in terms of the stable that Anthony's built, obviously he's brought a world title to the gym already with Rhiannon earlier in the year, unfortunately with what happened, but it's a tremendous start. You know, you're still very young in your coaching game. How much do you feed off the guys in the gym and their success as well?
Oh yeah, of course, it is great winning it, and obviously that'd be good for when Rhiannon wins it back, but it's a sort of it's the gym you want to be in. Like I think it's made a lot of progress for a new gym. I think we've got two good talented fighters coming in the Croft twins. We've got Bobby Faulkner as well. Another few people might be joining, but it's a good young gym and it's good to be part of it.
You know, Anthony was always very humble. You never saw him getting a war of words, but the nature and the way you carry yourself, you're very confident in a different way to Anthony is, and I can see you getting drawn into a war of words with someone later down the line if they stick it on you. Is that something that you're relishing at some point, those grudge matches, those rivalries?
Yeah, I probably will get dragged into one of them, but it's not nothing I take personal. It's thingy, but I don't hold my tongue as much as Anthony would or thingy. Like, if I don't like you, you'd know.
Is that something that you can clearly see as well?
Yeah, I think anyone who knows us both can clearly see. Obviously, we're very close, but we're very, very different. It's William's way of thinking and way of living is very different to mine. But no, listen, it's a good thing, and obviously, like you say, very close in and outside of the sport. But yeah, very different people.
What's the plan? Do you have like a 5-year plan between you both? Do you talk that far ahead?
Listen, the thing for me, I just want William to be active, and obviously it comes through next Saturday to be out again later in the year, and that's the thing for me, for William. And it's not, I'm not going to start saying, oh, I want him to have this title by next year. Just we'll see how the fights go. He had spent a long time out the ring. So he's now getting back to what he's learning. He's doing so much learning in the gym. Quality sparring, quality in-house sparring with some of the lads who he's just mentioned earlier. I think there's about 5 super welters in the gym who are all bringing each other on. So yeah, I just want him to be active, and then right fights at the right time.